afternoon, respected teachers and my fellow batchmates. My name is Shyam Agrawal. My roll call is G16 and today I am here to present a seminar on topic stress ECG. Stress ECG or treadmill test is basically a cardiovascular test which helps to reveal certain cardiovascular conditions like coronary artery disease, which might not be able to be revealed during normal ECG. So before directly stepping on to treadmill test, first we'll take a look to standard ECG. So in standard ECG, we have P wave, which is the first wave of ECG, and it is produced due to the depolarization of atrial muscles, and the duration of P wave is 0.1 second. Then we have QRS complex, which is produced due to the depolarization of ventricular muscles, and the duration of QRS complex is between 0.08 to 0.1 second. Then we have T wave, which is produced due to repolarization of ventricular muscles, and the duration of T wave is 0.2 seconds. Then we have intervals. First we have PR interval, which is the interval between the onset of P wave and the onset of R wave. And the duration of PR interval is 0.18 seconds, and the significance of this interval is that it signifies the time duration of conduction of impulse from SA node to ventricles through AV node. Then we have QT interval, which is the interval between the onset of Q wave and the termination of T wave. The duration of this interval is 0.4 seconds, and it signifies the electrical activity in the ventricles. Then we have one segment, that is ST segment, and the duration of this segment is 0.08 seconds, and a J point, which is the junction between the ending of QRS complex and the starting of ST segment. So now we'll take a look to treadmill test under the headings of indications, precautions, procedure, termination and contraindications. So the indication of this test are the patients with symptoms suggesting myocardial ischemia, such as acute chest pain, shortness of breath while doing physical activity, increased heart rate. Then there are certain precautions, like the patient should not be drunk or smoke before the test. He or she should wear comfortable shoe as well as comfortable clothes, and the patient should and while running on the treadmill, the patient should maintain a good posture so as to prevent any possible injury. Then to perform this test, first the patient is hooked up to an ECG machine, and the ECG machine continues to record the electrical activity of the heart. Then the patient starts to run on the treadmill, and the treadmill is at increasing level of speed in every 2 to 3 minutes, and the inclination of the treadmill also increases, while the ECG machine continues to record the changes in the electrical activity of the heart. Then the test is terminated or concluded when the goal of achieving 85% of maximum heart rate is achieved, or the test can either be also stopped when there are signs of impaired blood perfusion, such as cyanosis or pallor, and when there are symptoms of moderate to severe angina. Then there are certain contraindications that must be kept in mind before proceeding for the test, like there are chances of acute myocardial infarction between 2 to 3 days, and there are high chances of heart failure as well as severe prolonged hypertension. So now we'll talk about the responses of ECG to stress. So firstly, we'll discuss about normal ECG response to stress testing. We also say this as negative test, because this test is normal. So in normal response, there is depression of J point below the baseline, and upsloping ST segment depression is formed. This is upsloping ST segment depression. So and the depression is measured after 80 milliseconds after the J point, and the depression should be significant. That is, it should be greater or equal to 1 millimeter from the baseline. Then and from these 2 points we conclude that this test is negative, and the clinical outcome of this test is that there is no obstruction in the heart of the patient, and the patient's cardiovascular system is normal. So now we take a look to abnormal ECG response to stress testing. So this is also called as positive test. So in this test there is also depression of ST segment, but here we have 2 possibilities. The first one is there is horizontal depression of the ST segment, and the second one is there is a downsloping depression of ST segment. Like here, this side also the depression should be significant. That is, it is equal to or greater than 1 millimeter from the baseline, and the depression should be measured after 80 milliseconds from the J point. Then the clinical outcome of this abnormal ECG response or positive test is that the patient might be suffering from ischemic heart disease such as coronary artery disease. Then to summarize this all, we have talked about standard ECG, different waveforms in the standard ECG. We have talked about PREDMIT test under the headings of indications, precautions, procedure, termination, and contraindications. Then we have talked about the results of the test, that is negative test, where there is upsloping of ST segment, and positive test where we have ST segment depression with two possibilities, that is horizontal as well as downsloping. Thank you, ma'am. This is all from my side. Now I'm ready for the questions.